Really looking forward to our conversation here with Jitesh from Jefferies. Jitesh, such a pleasure to see you in person. I know we have spoken over Zoom several times. Tell us a little bit about Jefferies.
So Jefferies is a diversified financial institution. We deal with investment banking, capital markets, asset management, and direct trading. We've been in existence for 60 years. This year is actually our 60th anniversary.
That's a remarkable milestone, and frankly, one that we would love to have at Nutanix. So something for us to look forward to.
Sure. I mean, we started off with an initial investment of $3,000 back in 1962, and now we're a multi-billion-dollar investment bank.
That's wonderful. And what's your role within Jefferies?
So I wear a number of hats. One of them being workspace virtualization. So I head up the technology for VDIs for Jefferies. So my role really encompasses ensuring that our end users have access to VDIs both internally and remotely.
And what role does Nutanix play in your responsibilities?
So Nutanix is front and center from a compute and storage perspective. We have Nutanix instances across all our main regions. So all our VDIs are now using Nutanix technology for our end users.
And so when you looked at Nutanix, and I think this was a couple of years ago, what problem were you trying to solve?
For us, it wasn't actually an immediate problem. What we wanted to do was to give our users the best possible end user experience. Our VDI journey started in 2014, and we used a hybrid approach with storage and compute, which worked well initially. But we wanted to ensure our ongoing use of VDIs met the users' requirements, and we wanted a stable platform. So we looked at different HCI offerings from Cisco, from VMware, from NetApps, but we ultimately chose Nutanix because it was an established HCI provider. Many of our peer organizations leveraged Nutanix, and it had matured from the initial time we looked at Nutanix. So our first venture into Nutanix was actually in 2016.
And all of this was in the service of providing the best user experience for your customers, for your own internal customers, and you thought that Nutanix was the best way for you to deliver that?
Absolutely. You had the platform, you had the flexibility, the agility.
Yeah.
One of our key requirements was to be able to burst out into the cloud.
Yeah.
And the Nutanix technology allows us to do that.
Yeah, that's a great segue. So tell us about the cloud journey that you're on.
So our cloud journey started a number of years ago, but has intensified over the last couple of years,
yeah.
Particularly in the ability to provide agility to our user base.
Yeah.
So we wanted to have technology which gave users capability on-prem, but also burst capability into the cloud, whether that's AWS or Azure.
Yeah.
And the Nutanix platform gives us that capability straight off the bat.
In what way? So tell us a little bit more.
From our perspective, we wanted a platform that was the same platform we leveraged on-prem, and we wanted to use the same technology and the same platform for on-cloud. So from a support perspective, we wanted to have a very transparent and a seamless transition between on-prem and cloud. And Nutanix gives us that capability.
So you don't have to refactor your applications. You can extend to the cloud. You can run on the bare metal infrastructure from the cloud and essentially take and lift and shift your applications and start the refactoring later on.
Correct. I mean, refactoring is obviously a big step in any cloud journey, and we wanted to limit that and minimize that, at least at the onset of that journey.
Yeah. No, I can definitely relate to that from a previous experience where we'd have probably been able to cut down the time and investment by a factor of 2 or 3 if we had been able to avoid the refactoring steps. And so, in terms of any closing thoughts or any, what would you have to say?
First of all, thank Nutanix for being part of our journey. The partnership we have with Nutanix has been phenomenal. We've worked with your engineering teams directly with your engineering teams, and that has helped us and helped you develop a better product as well.
Right back, Jitesh. I mean, we are very grateful for the partnership. We don't take that as a given. One of our key values is customer obsession, And we take that very seriously. And so by working with you, we are able to identify limitations or gaps in our own product portfolio and help build a better product that ultimately makes your life better. And that's very motivating for all of us with that Nutanix.
And I agree. I mean, that partnership with you has been phenomenal, and we look forward to that journey continuing.
Thank you.